So, good evening. I'm Shudhanshu Gupta, registration number 19 BCE 2674, and I'm going to make a demonstration video on how Tableau visualization tool works. I'll be going through some implementation of some graphs and as well as maps. For this, I'll be using a COVID-19 dataset, which will include some attributes like confirmed cases and as well as deaths. So here I have already imported the COVID-19 dataset because due to huge number of rows, it was taking some time. So here, as you can see, I've already imported the dataset, and now I'll be going to the implementation part. So to start, I'll show you some easy stuffs like the implementation of bans. Bans is really useful and a very efficient tool to display some great data, huge data, which are really great in numbers. And for this, I'll be showing you how to do like in the pages section. First we need the COVID data. Like if we need the COVID confirmed cases on a daily basis, what we can do is first we need to set the date. So like I'll set the date to exact date, which will give exact number of cases per day. And here you can see the date comes up and it will change day by day. And next what I need to do is I need to filter the case type. So for the case type I can filter, like if I want to show only the confirmed cases, I can do that. If I want to do the death cases, I can do that, or if I want to include both, I can do that also. So for example, I'm just taking now confirmed cases. So I'm clicking on confirm. So I'll be considering the confirmed cases. Now I'll drag the confirmed cases to the text form, as I want to see the number of cases on that particular till that particular date in the text form. Now since this looks pretty ugly, like the user may not know what this 555 means, so we'll edit the label and like we'll write confirmed cases for this will be really helpful for the user to understand. We can increase the font size, and like if we then click OK, so as you can see the font size has increased. And then we can also align this text according to our need. Like if I click on center aligned, then this 555 comes in the center with confirmed cases. Now if we do entire view, the entire sheet view comes out, and now here we can see the confirmed cases is 555. Now this particular 555 cases is of the particular date 22/1/2020. Now we can use this really helpful tool which helps us to visualize the daily change gradually. Like if I click on the video button, like you can see how the confirmed cases is changing with respect to the date. So if I just increase the speed for demonstration, like it will, the as the date increases, the confirmed cases till that date shows up. So this is really helpful tool. Now coming on to some other tools, like I'll make up one more sheet, and in this I'll be showing what we can do is like we can make a line graph of the confirmed cases or anything. So for that, what we need to do is, like, first of all we need to filter the case type, and let's take again the confirmed cases. Then I'll click on OK. So now what I need is the sum of the cases. So cases I can put, okay, this is hanging a bit. Yes, so I can put it on rows, and in column section I can simply put the date. So what I'm doing is I'm looking up for the sum cases with respect to the um, date. So now what I'll do is I'll click the exact date button because I want to see the data date wise. And now a particular graph comes according to the total cases, as you can see on the screen. Now, if I want like two graphs in a single screen, then I can drag simply the cases to the rows section, and you can, as you can see, two graphs appear. And then if I want to visualize the second graph as some changes, like I can do is what I can click the second line graph and change it to some other like bar graphs, line graphs, area curve, square curve, circle, or anything in whatever representation we want to. Here, if we click on the area one, like it highlights the area of the confirmed cases. So this is how it works. Now I'm just I want to visualize this. I'll do dual axis and it comes up. Now what dual axis does is it provides on both the side the cases, uh, the labelings, and if I want to remove the labeling or I want to edit the labeling, what I can do, like I'll show how to remove the labelings of the right side. I can simply right click here and I can just disable this show header section. So this has disappeared. Now coming to this section, what I can do is I can just right click here and do edit axis. Now, in the edit axis section, this is the normal graph. If you want to visualize it at logarithmic graph, we can just simply tick, and as you can see, the graph is represented. And let's uncheck it. And now, what I needed to show you was how to change the interval of the intervals of the cases. So coming on to the tick marks, we can click on the fixed tick marks, and here we can see that it's set up to 10 lakhs. So what we can do is like we can change it to 30 lakhs, let's suppose. So 30 lakhs, or let's say 3 lakhs. So now we can just cross it, and as we can see, it has an interval of 3 lakhs. So now what I wanted to show is we have already changed this, okay. And now if we want to visualize the graph day wise like we did on the earlier examples, we can drag the date section into the pages, and we can set it as exact date. And now you can see that the first date is showing up with cases 555. Now again, if we turn on this visualization tool, like with maximum speed, I am just doing it to visualize it quickly. Now as you can see, the data, it's showing how the data daily was growing. Yep. So this was the maximum day, the last date in our data set, and it's showing 66 6.63 crores accordingly. And now what I needed to show you was the bar graph. Like we can switch on to the another page, and here we can filter the case type again, because taking the confirmed cases, if we want, we can take the death cases as well, and click on OK. And then for the column section, we can assign the cases in the column section. Yes, exactly. And in the row section, we can assign the country region. Yep. So what we can see here is like country wise, I am able to see how many cases were there all over. Like what these cases depict is the total number of confirmed cases as well as the total number of death cases. So I'll be sorting the data, and we can click on this button, and this will sort the data in the increasing or decreasing order respectively. Now what we can see is that US has the maximum number of cases. If we want to enable the labels, like how many cases are there. So we can just put the cases on, drag the cases one to the label, and it will show up the label of every country. If some country are not showing this, means that there must be some overlapping. Like if we want to enable anyhow, we can click on labels and allow labels to overlap other marks. So now as we can see, the number of cases for every country is showing up. Again, as I've already stated, these are the total number of cases, including the deaths and as well as confirmed cases, because we have just simply taken the sum cases. Now, if we want to just pick up some few top countries which have maximum number of cases up till the last date, like the last date in the data set, the maximum the countries with the maximum number of confirmed cases. So if we want to choose top 10, so we can do is we can go to the country region and we can filter it out, like what all we want. uh, we can go to the top section and then we can filter out it by formula. Like we have said what we want top 10, and by the formula I'll be showing you the formula, and the formula is the sum. Will be taking the sum of cases of every country if the date is the last date. Last date of my data set is 4/6/2020, and hence I'll be putting the last date. And then if the case type is confirmed, the confirmed cases, then it will add up the cases, otherwise it will end. So by this particular formula, I can easily get the top 10 countries with maximum number of cases till the last date. So now again, if we want to like, this number of cases is the total number of deaths and confirmed cases. So if we want to filter it by date wise, so I can just move the date to the page filter and set it as exact date. Cool. And then what I can do is, again, I can slideshow, and in this we can see how the number of cases went on for these top 10 cases on the daily basis. So it will take some time, like the numbers were really huge. Yes, now you can see the graph is increasing. So it shows the rate how the particular cases for particular country is increasing. And yes, as you can see, it will come up to the end for US being the highest number of users. Cool. Now if we want to just sort it on the basis of, you can do it like this, or if I want to sort it manually, I can go to the sort filter button, and here I can just select manual, and then I can do it manually. Like now US at the bottom, so I'll click US, and if I want it at the topmost, so I'll just click this, so US comes on the top. If I want India to be the second, I can drag it to the second position. So this is how it works. And yes, so this is how bar graph works. And if I want to change the color thing, I will just simply put on color, and I can change any color. Like if I want orange, all the bar graphs would turn orange. If I want a darker shade of black, I can use that. If I want a lighter shade, I can use that too. And if I want to use red, I can use that. Moreover, I can filter some borders with it. Like if I want black border with red, like as you can see, there are some black borders. Now to view it view it properly, we can use this entire view, and this will expand. Like now you can clearly see it has black borders and all. So this was the bar graph. Now the last example that I'd like to show is visualizing the cases on the map of world. So we'll be including some maps. So the way to do is, like we'll put the latitude on the rows section. So we can directly double click and put it on the rows section, then longitude on the column section, and then the graph appears. Cool. And then what we want to do is, um, we want to see the details of the country, the country region. We want to see the details of the country region, so we'll drag the country region to the details. And the detail country region attribute contains number of countries, so all those countries would be marked up here, as you can see. Now if I want to increase the size of these bubbles, so I can go to the size one and increase the size. So I'll keep it to some normal size. Yes, cool. And now if I want to change the color, I can change the color to black, or if I want to change keep it to the bluer shade, I can do that too. Now if I want to see the number of cases, visualize the number of cases according to the size of the bubble, so I can drag this one cases to the size, and you can see this is the US with the maximum number of cases having the maximum diameter of the circle, and likely the other countries having smaller circles relatively. And then we can just visualize it. Using the case type, if we want to just take the case type as confirmed cases, then we can do that by filtering out. And if yes, now if we want to see how the particular number of cases in that particular country was increasing, so we can again take that date one as pages, and it will show up like we can do that to exact date. And yes, now it will show up like exact dates, like you as you can see, US has only one case on the starting day on 22nd, as you can see here. Now yep, now if I simply just run this, like I will be able to see how the cases was increasing. So initially they were increasing in a very low rate, as we can see, till 10th of March or 16th of March the bubble size is too small, but suddenly it starts increasing and they are visible. So we can infer that the cases started increasing very rapidly, exponential. And now yes, so now we have reached the end of our data set. So yes, this is the size of the bubbles depicting the number of confirmed cases. Now if we want to change some colors or borders, like we can do here, like setting up orange or red with black borders, we can do that. Never mind. And then if we want to like, one more thing I wanted to tell you is there is 135 unknowns. Cool. These are the cruise ships that are not being located on the given map. So what we can do is we can manually edit the locations and assign them the particular location, or we can just filter out the data, so it will ignore the data of the countries which are not being located here. So another thing was, like, I wanted to show is map layers. Like, map layers can change the layout of the map. Like for colors, if I choose it to blue only, so in here map layers, the style is defaultly to the light. If I keep it normal, you can see a change, like water bodies will be a bit bluer, and land bodies will be lighter shade of gray. And then if I keep it to the dark shade, it becomes something like this. We can also change the map layers by excluding the base or excluding the land cover. Like if it depends on the particular individual, if this particular map suits to my perception, or what this is what I want, I can keep it, or otherwise I can change whatever and however we want the graph to be. So this was it what I wanted to show. And yes, so this is how Tableau works, and this is a really helpful tool to visualize different things. And as I have already demonstrated how efficiently we could see how number of cases were increasing in different countries, and what were the top 10 countries in which the number of cases were increasing more rapidly. So yes, so thank you for giving us this opportunity to demonstrate. Thank you.